Welcome to quarterfinals time here at the drug-aware Margaret River Pro. A huge clash from longtime rivals going head-to-head for a spot in the semifinals. Three-time world champ Hawaiian Carissa Moore taking on the Australian Sally Fitzgibbons. Sally from the south coast of New South Wales has had so many matchups to think back on with Carissa Moore going back to 2009 and get to the quarters. Now we're down to 23-15, and Carissa's found some space to finally get started with some turns. Quick carve into the pocket, off the lip, great connection. And now lays back over the top of the whitewater for that redirect on the inside corner.
It's a great way to start. I mean, bit of nervous moments to kick this heat off, but comes back strong as she always does. Some huge, big turns from Carissa. And well, are we surprised with that score, Joe? Not at all. Massive points coming through for Carissa's first wave. Nice opening maneuver right here. Watch this, just jamming it. Total power, total control. She's going to be hard to beat if she continues this kind of form. Nice swooping maneuver there, beautiful body position. Gets that weight over the front foot. Now she gets that rail set again. Double pump bottom turn, building up speed, and then just literally tears the lip off that wave. And that wave is on its way to hospital right now. Just had the bag torn out of it.
What a great approach from Carissa Moore.
She knows she needs big stuff, big waves, big points. Here we go.
Sally now looking to answer to the 8.83. Clean connection off the top. Solid bottom turn and hammers the finish. So a big two-turn combination to come back here.
That's a good way to answer, that's for sure.
She had a 9.57 in round 3, so she's always been high scoring at Margaret River. Let's see what Sally did.
Yeah, great way for Sally to answer back. Beautiful opening turn, and then this maneuver right here, critical, straight up through the lip. And you can always tell by Sally's body language whether she was happy with that wave or not. You know, it's kind of that little posture, she postures up at
Gold Coast. Was in the corner of Malia Manuel as well. Malia unfortunately hurting her knee in competition, had to withdraw from the contest. Carissa now up using priority, knifing a big section, big tail blow, but she can't hang on.
All right, these are the opportunities that Sally needs to capitalize on right now. The play she loves.
8:40 on the clock. Fitzgibbons left out the back with priority. Just needs a 2.3 for the lead. Big hook right in the pocket as she sets her second turn off the lip, nailing it. Two big maneuvers for Fitzgibbons. Can she finish? Wow. Extend a float. She's got to get out of there because of the rocks coming.
So complete?
I'm calling it complete.
All right, we'll give it to her then.
Only needed a 2-3. We know she has the lead, but that was great execution. 3 different moves. Call it on this exchange. Carissa turns around under the lip takeoff. The Hawaiian locks in a big first turn, a nice healthy carve. Wraps it back into the pocket. Now with the lip showing up, sits on the roof, but she has to get out of there.
Wow, we have got an amazing heat on our hands right now, Joe. So in the back of Carissa's mind, she goes, this is easy, I can do this. Let's watch Sally's wave. Beautiful carving maneuver. Watch this turn right here, Joe. Comes around the section and just bang through the lip. And then finishes off on the inside. Big float, completed and kicked out. The judges agreed with you. The first turn just showed a lot of confidence to bring that board all the way back around and then still have the power and the down the line projection to do this. Bang through the lip, throw out a lot of spray. I love this bottom turn from Sally. You can see those fins starting to poke out of the water. Just hooks into this beautiful turn, nice and clean. Using that front arm just to pivot on. Gets that board all the way back around and then comes out with speed. Some great surfing from Sally. And then this right here, 2-turn combo. Nice and confident. You can see how she just put all that power on the back foot. Keep that nose out of the water and then into this last turn. So 3 solid maneuvers from Sally. 9.73, thank you very much.
Impressive showing from Fitzgibbons. Playing the game well. This was Carissa's last wave, Potts.
Yeah, Carissa tried to answer back. Beautiful turn, just caught a little bit right there. Wiped a bit of speed off. Another nice wrapping turn. And then just decided to kick out of that one. So a 7.07 for Carissa. She gets 7s in her sleep. Beautiful two-turn combo. And has she finished this off? Who knows? That might have been the score.
So Carissa running out of room on that inside corner. You see how quick that Sally had to eject off the float. Sally, the one she's trying to beat, is already a spot ahead of her on the Jeep leaderboard. Sally uses priority to get this wave. Solid carve out the back, little layback. Trying to keep Carissa off that wave. Mormon, a big attempt just to try to take it off her. Now we're down to 90 seconds, and Carissa has the lineup to herself.
She does. Wave to give her that 1 minute. You can see right there, rubbing shoulders. She comes off the bottom. Nice opening maneuver from Sally. And again, this turn, probably the best turn of the wave. Throwing caution to the winds, jamming that tail. Look at this, look at them rubbing shoulders. Carissa's keeping a close eye on her, saying, you better go, otherwise I will. A little bit of a mistake off the bottom, which wiped a bit of speed off. That turn could have been a little bit more dynamic. So, Joe, I'm not really seeing this wave better Sally's situation. Nice turn on the inside. That's better from Sally. Look how much spray, how much water was thrown through the air.
They pushed each other from the first paddle battle and the last paddle battle as well. We are running out of time. Sally Fitzgibbons gets her first win off Carissa Moore at Margaret River and will move on to the semifinals to take on Stephanie Gilmore.
Wow. That was a great heat from the start. I mean, the first wave that came through, you knew that there was stuff was just going to fly left, right, and center through this heat. These guys have been rivals for quite some time, and Sally gets one back off the 3-time world champion.
A huge one there for the title race. Remember, Carissa had a quarterfinal finish at Snapper. Repeat result here at Margaret River, as she'll be trying to catch up to Fitzgibbons, who's number 3 in the world, has a chance to overtake Lakey Peterson's spot in number 2. And we'll see how Gilmore fares with Sally come to semifinal number 2. The top half of the draw sees world champ Tyler Wright, see Sage Erickson. So that news story, Sage popping in that heat for the first time. The rest of the 3 are the usual suspects ready to play.
Yeah, absolutely. It's good to see, Sally's got a good start of the year. She was left out of the title race. Now she's back in it. She can go one better and make the finals here. She's got a great shot at winning this thing, surfing like she is, dropping those big scores. 9.7, and that's what you got to do against someone like Carissa. Carissa made that mistake. Sally jumped on it, made her pay for it, and that's the only way to beat the champs, really.
What a crazy heat. Carissa knows how important quarters are to make, since she just lost in one at Snapper. So it's two fists to kick off the year, makes the world title race even more exciting heading into Bells, where Carissa's won before, Sally's won before, Courtney's won, Stephanie Gilmore's dominated in the past. That's why this year was so anticipated. And the battle for positioning continues even for the wave after the heat. This is going to be a fun world title showdown this year.
No love lost right there, was there? I don't think they even shook hands after the heat. I love that.